I am Carina Coel, the owner and principal architect of Restructure Studio, and this is Profiles. I grew up in a very artistic household. I would watch my dad painting, drawing, sketching all the time. My mom signed me up for art classes from when I was a little kid. I remember going to this woman's art studio at her house every weekend and just loving getting to learn all about different forms of art. As I was growing up, I continued on my art journey, realizing that I enjoyed painting, sketching, and I was pretty good at math, so that helped too. But what I think the real inspiration for me, when it all kind of clicked together, I met my high school best friend. I met her at the end of middle school, and her dad was an architect. And for most of middle school and high school, I was going over to her house all the time. And he had his drafting table set up in their living room. I would come over to see my friend and he would show me what he was drawing or what he was designing. It had a huge impact on me. Just being able to see someone in my life on a regular basis who was practicing architecture, to realize that this was a career that someone could have, and just to get the exposure at that age. All of those different pieces just fell into place of having the art background, seeing my dad painting all the time, and then getting to grow up around another architect at my best friend's house just really helped me figure out that was what I wanted to do. Recognition. I think that we need to see more women recognized for their work in this field. I'm really excited to see more and more firms hiring women. I'm excited to see more and more women graduating from school, continuing on to licensure. But I still feel like when it comes to magazine articles and awards and scholarships or whatever, I still see a lot of men on the stage, and I really want to see more women putting their names out there, continuing to apply to get on tours, to get awards, to submit their work for magazines, writing articles, finding ways to get their names out there so that we can see them. One of my best friends and a fellow architect, Ada Coel with Job Coel Architects, she and I started working together at Miro Rivera Architects early in our careers. We quickly became friends as soon as she started working there, and she said, "We're going to get the license together." I had been thinking about it, but I hadn't done anything yet. And she had all this momentum and energy and just came in and kind of brought me along on this first important step of our careers to get licensed. So we studied together, we scheduled our exams at the same time, we knocked it out in a year. And I can't even imagine, if she hadn't done that for me, hadn't come in and been this inspiration, how long it would have taken me to get licensed. We also both launched our own firms around the same time, and it was so invaluable to have someone else who was going through the same things that I was, having the same questions that I was having, struggling with the same issues and problems, to just have that person available to talk to or to complain to or to get excited with and to cheer on, as we did different things. She's always thinking 3 steps ahead. Like, she's always thinking about what's the next thing. And I'm grateful for her including me in this whole journey, because she'll have an idea and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. I should probably be doing that too. I would hope that we can help to continue to inspire women to really put their names out there, advocate for themselves, start their own firms. Like, if they really feel like they're not getting what they need at where they work, to try it on their own. I would love to see more women's names on firms. That's actually a conversation I've had with other women architects in our community. I remember a friend kind of teasing me saying, hey, you should be Carina Coel Architect, not Restructure Studio. And I said, why? She's like, because there's so many names of firms out there that are men's names, and we need to show that there's just as many or just as strong women, you know, who have their own firms. So I haven't changed the name of Restructure Studio, but it is something that, you know, made me stop and think, like, yeah, we just need to see more women's names in our community and around the country.